What's up, Storm Nation? My name's Ken. I'm the new tech rep here at Storm. Today we are throwing that new Absolute, which is an amazing ball. I like to usually start in deep, but with this ball I was able to go even deeper on the fresh. With this one I was able to get through the heads a lot cleaner, and usually I like to have that little sharp left to right motion, which this ball was able to do really good. This is going to be a great one.
The first thing I noticed about the new Absolute was the Sentinel core being a strong asymmetrical shape. I really saw it create a lot of motion throughout the entire body, and it never missed a spot. The other nice thing I like about this is our Coverstock, the R2S Deep. As you can see, it's clean. So when I'm using a strong asim, typically I'll use two different versions, either something that's strong and early or something that's clean and then stronger throughout the mid lane.
Hi everyone, this is Gio. I'm going to be talking about the Absolute. I really like it. I went with 5 1/4 by 4 by 2 3/4. That allows the bowling ball to be cleaner in the mid lane. It retains more energy and it comes off the pattern very well, goes to the pins perfectly for me.
What's up everybody, this is Joe here at Storm Products. The Absolute is one of the biggest hook and polish balls I've ever rolled. With my style, I would use this ball when I have to move left. The core's pretty strong, so this would probably be my second or third ball when the lanes start to transition and I need to move.
Hey Storm Nation, Chayton here, throwing my Absolute for the very first time. Man, I gotta say, this ball does something that I haven't had an asymmetric ball do in a really long time. It booms off the spot so much I just had to keep chasing it left, and I loved every bit of it.
Hey Storm Nation, this is Francois, and I'm here to talk to you about the Storm Absolute. This first Absolute that we drilled has a 4.5 inch pin to pap and a 1 inch pin buffer. The 4.5 inch Absolute is a lot stronger. This one has a tendency to get started earlier and stand up harder and get more forward down lane. The second Absolute that we drilled has a 5.5 inch pin to pap and a 2.5 inch pin buffer. The 5.5 inch pin Absolute allows me to get further left and gives me a more controllable transition phase. Once the lanes start to open up and the 4.5 inch pin Absolute gets too quick and too forward, I can switch to the 5.5 inch pin 1 and it gives me a lot more margin for error.
How's it going everyone? Chad here. So the Absolute for me turned out to be one of the sharpest ASIMs I've personally thrown since coming to work here. And I'll tell you that R2S Deep has been hugely requested overseas in the international market as a cover stock for years, essentially just for its nature to almost ignore the first 20 feet of the lane, typically where most of the friction is. And because it's naturally cleaner, it corners harder, especially with the large amount of intermediate diff built into the Sentinel core.
For me, Absolute fills kind of a gap for me in pearl asymmetry. I drilled it really strong with a little bit weaker mass bias, especially on the left. Knowing what's the new shape and knowing that cover, and that's the R2S Deep, gave me that little bit different footprint to the lane, so I felt like I could control patterns better. So the Absolute, and doing that 4x6x2 layout, gives me something that I can kind of feel like I control the pattern a little bit better. So I'm really excited about that one.
What's up, Storm Nation? This is Kyle, the shipping manager. I honestly don't understand the tech specs of the ball that much, so I just want a ball that's fun to throw, and I saw that in the Absolute. There was so much angle down lane that no matter where I hit, the 1-3 my carry percentage was pretty high. I look forward to throwing this one a lot more at my home center where I need the extra length and pop.
What is up, everyone? Kendle Miles here, and today we're talking about Absolute. And I have to say, this ball, pound for pound, is one of the cleanest and most angular asymmetrical bowling balls I have thrown in years. This was a very fun one to shoot. This ball is awesome, and you guys will love it too.